Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing? Good evening to everybody in the United States of America. Share so we can start. Good evening, everyone. How's everybody doing? God bless everybody in the United States of America. God bless my country of Mexico and the city of Tijuana that I live in. God bless everybody that is watching. Good evening to everybody. I will start in a few seconds. So I don't like to repeat myself. But I will start in a few seconds, see if I can get a little bit of more people in the live feed. Smiley face for the person that is laughing also. Hello. Let me see if we can start in a few seconds. Share so we can start. We already did a Spanish feed in the morning. This is the English feed for everybody that is watching. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and America's Voice. For people that they're complaining about, I can't hear no sound. Get off and come back to the feed. Okay, how's everybody doing? Good evening to everybody. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and America's Voice. It is over here 12:08 in the evening. It's not partly cloudy. It's clear. The sky is clear. It's supposed to rain again this weekend, as we are getting a constant raining season over here. And it's a raining weekend. This past weekend it was raining a lot. Talking about Saturday and talking about Sunday, it was raining, but everything's all right. The problem over here in Tijuana is that the drainage and the drainage pipes they get clogged. And there's a lot of floods in our city, and it's really difficult because there's no, they haven't created no exits. Tijuana has grown a lot for people that have lived here since they were born. It has grown a lot since it started growing about 20 years ago. Started growing a lot. A lot of people from all parts of the country started coming over here and living over here and making their life in Tijuana. And Tijuana has been great to every person that is coming from all parts of our country of Mexico. They should be appreciated out of what our city has given them. Sick of this impeachment. I haven't seen the impeachment. I believe that it's not going well. That's what I'm hearing. And I will contact Ben Berquam later on to talk to him for a little bit so he can explain me what's going on. No better person than him. I'm supposed to talk to him today, and I talked to him a week ago, I believe so. We've been talking, often. We talk really often about situations that is happening, but other than that, let's go with the news. Congressman from the city of Querétaro. Congressman from the city of Querétaro climbed the wall in Tijuana. He sat down in the wall in Tijuana and all the way to the top. He climbed the wall. He sat down on the top of the wall. He opened his legs, sat down in the middle. And he said to everybody that this wall is useful. It doesn't impede. Look how stupid this congressman is. It doesn't impede and it doesn't evade from somebody to coming in. Somebody that has the ability to climb like he did. A wall is not the solution to stop. And it does not impede from somebody to cross to the United States. It's real easy. He's saying it's real easy. Imagine me that I was, he's saying, imagine me that I'm an old guy. I'm in my mid-50s. Imagine me that I'm in my mid-50s. I am all the way up here. So I'm sitting down right here to show everybody that the wall is just useful. It's not useful. And is useless. And practically he's saying that we don't need a wall. The United States doesn't need a wall. And it's a disrespect for, for everybody that is trying to cross to the United States. All right. Let me get right into it. Now, if I had this congressman in front of me, I will tell him this one thing. First question, right out the bat, I will tell him. First question. Are you for open borders or are you for legal migration? First question, right out the bat. If I will sit down with him, I will say, okay, let me ask you a couple of questions before we have a debate or before we have a conversation about the wall subject. First of all, I want to ask you this particular question. And from this question, I will know if you climb in this 35-foot wall, and sitting on top of it, I know what you stand for. So practically, I will ask this question. Are you for open borders or for legal migration? After his response from that question, whether it goes both ways, I can go from this route if it says I'm for legal migration, and I can go from this route that says open borders. From the statement that he released, and from what I'm hearing, because this note was released 2 days ago, or 3 days ago, from the, reading all types of articles and all types of posts from this guy, I get the feeling that he is for open borders. So let me just ask this question, if he's for open borders. All right, you say that the wall is useless, you climbed it, and you're sitting on top of it, and you're saying that if a person was young enough, he can easily climb it and easily cross the United States. Now, let me just tell you that you just broke the law, sir, from that statement. Particularly one statement that you just said, because you're open your mouth stupidly, you just broke the law. Why? Because you just instigated people to violate and to cross illegally to the United States and to damage the security of the citizens of Tijuana on that other side. How? By you sitting on the top and telling everybody that it's real easy to climb the wall and that this wall is useless. And if it was you, that it was younger and your 20s, you will climb the wall immediately and cross to the United States. So by that, you are instigating people to cross to the United States. So you know that you are from open borders. That, my friend, this should be a charge for you for instigating and motivating people to commit a crime that is an irregular entry and that is a federal crime in the United States. I'm sorry. I'm just throwing it out there for you. Just catch it. If you want, just catch it. Just if you have a little bit of a brain, just catch it. Second, you're sitting down on the top of the wall, you feel like you're king, and everybody's like, yeah, congressman. You are the one, congressman. And as you're coming down the wall, you're sitting on top of it, right? You're coming down the wall. And you realize that it took you a little bit to go up, right? And it took you a little bit to come down, right? It was not that easy like it was back in the day. So you're saying that a division, these are your words. I'm just elaborating on your words. You're saying that a division and a wall is useless. All right. How come you never came when there was a fence that it was 8 to 10 feet tall. That is a division also. It is a wall, but it is a wall that it was not as this one, but it was a wall. It was a divisionary wall. I never saw you coming and sitting down on the 10 or 8-foot wall from the past presidents of the United States. So, by you saying that statement, it clearly shows that you're against all the policies of legal migration. That shows that you are a corrupt congressman. Why? Because you are in favor of people crossing illegally to the United States. The correct process, sir, for you to ask for an asylum number. There is a port of entry, just for you to know, FYI, for you to know. In that specific port of entry, you have Grupo Beta, that is one of the organizations from our country that helps migrants, that gives out asylum seeker numbers. This takes around 6 months to 8 months to a year. After you receive your asylum seeker number, the United States court pulls you into the United States and they ask you, what is your case for asking the asylum? Sometimes they deny and they say, come back in another 2 months. Then you come back and they deny and they throw you out again, and then they come back and they say they agree. A congressman from a certain political party that is pushing the open border agenda. No wonder. So, from your statement, first mistake that you made, first mistake, Mexican congressman, was he arrested? He can't be arrested. We are a country that is based now on open borders and on an international pact of immigration, so he can't get arrested. But he can be charged by instigating a crime to the United States if the United States puts, a charge on him. If the United States puts it. Mexico is not going to do it. Lawsuits over here, charges over here can be easily dropped by just, bribing police officers or bribing police chiefs or bribing, it all is corruption over here. It's really easy to find corruption on the next, in front of your next door. It's real easy. So this congressman, he sits down on the top. First mistake, you're saying that it's real easy. You're instigating and motivating people to cross illegally. You come down, you're saying that a divisionary wall is useless. This doesn't work. So before that, there was always been a divisionary wall between the United States and Mexico. So you're for open borders. Now, consequences of your statement. Have you congressman, you don't know what is going on. Clearly, you don't know what is going on in our country with the trafficking of children, trafficking of drugs, trafficking of human organs, and trafficking of women. Absolutely, you don't know. And you don't know about this United Nations Pact that is provoking all of this trafficking and is hurting the migrants. It's not helping, it's hurting the migrants. And absolutely, you don't know nothing about the caravans. You don't know absolutely nothing. But why the congressman of Querétaro? It's funny how. Why the congressman of Querétaro? Why that congressman? Why from that particular city? Why, Oscar? Why? Start thinking. If you go back 8 months ago, somebody released the strategic points of where the caravan was headed, where the caravan was funded, where the caravan was getting paid, and where the caravan was going. Do you remember, Oscar? Yes, I remember. Where the caravan was entering, Tapachula. Where the caravan was going after that, Ciudad de Mexico. Where the caravan was funded and getting paid, I remember. Querétaro, from where you are from. So, by you coming all the way over here to Tijuana, climbing the wall, saying it's useless, coming down, and then going back. You're provoking people to cross illegally because somebody's not giving you enough. You're not getting enough money. You're not getting paid. Money's not coming in like it used to. Somebody's blocking your interest. So, Querétaro City, where they had an office, where they were funding to all the borders. Ciudad de Mexico, all the buses land there. From there, go to Querétaro. And in Querétaro, they have another office, Pueblos Sin Fronteras and all this. From there, getting paid. Move bank accounts. The tariff, one of the agreements of the tariff between President Trump and AMLO was, I don't want these drug trafficking organizations to succeed. What happened? That I believe that your interests are not sufficient anymore. So all of a sudden, you never came when they started building it, Mr. Congressman. You never came when they started building the wall, Mr. Congressman. You never came when the wall was already finished, Mr. Congressman. I never saw you when the caravan arrived in Tijuana, Mr. Congressman. I never saw you when the caravan was suffering, Mr. Congressman. And I never saw you when the caravan tried to infiltrate to the United States massively, Mr. Congressman. But now that you're not getting funded, somebody wants to come and show to everybody in the world that the wall is useless. These corrupt politicians in Mexico, man, they make it so easy for us to analyze what they are doing and what is their main purpose. This guy, probably he's getting money. He's not getting enough. And they told him, go to the wall. Climb the wall. Go to do some other politician work. But go to the wall. Climb the wall. Climb on the top of the wall. Get a little few people right there. Get them a little routed up. As soon as you climb the wall, sit on the wall and yell, this is useless. Come down the wall. Get an interview right there. Get some media going around you. And they say, this wall is for hatred. And after that, you go back. Just a political stunt. For everybody to see, that instigate and motivate young people to cross. Tell everybody that the wall is useless when you were not even here when the caravan arrived. You were not even here when the wall was getting built. You don't even know why the wall is getting built. That the wall is not only a wall, it is a statement of protection. It is a statement of no to the United Nations. It is a statement to stop the child trafficking. It is a statement for all of that. It has to start at one point. And if a wall is the number one statement that he needs, it's going to get built. It has already been built. And I have taken Mexican congressmen. I have taken people to the wall on top of mountains, on top of other mountains, and I'm going down in cliffs, showing open areas, and showing construction of the wall. So, Mr. Congressman, I might ask you one question. You need money, right? God bless that everything probably has been done correctly through the port of entry. Because in Tijuana, probably you're getting affected in your pockets. That is the reason why, if you see this note going around about this congressman of Mexico country, but he's from the city of Querétaro, if you see him sitting down to the wall, Ask yourself who's this congressman, where he has been, how many times he has been in Tijuana, how many times he has visited the borders, when he has helped migrants. Does he care about migrants? Does he care about Mexican homeless people? What has he done? Where he was born? Does he have family? Did he care about his family? He has a background record. All of this stuff, check that out, and then see what is his whole purpose. The story tells by itself. Just the story, it tells by itself. Leave it on that note, let's go to the other one. His name is Genaro Garcia Luna. Genaro Garcia Luna, he was detained in the part of Grapevine, Texas. Grapevine, Texas. Genaro Garcia Luna, he was detained in Grapevine, Texas. According to a U.S. citizen journalist, Genaro Garcia Luna, he was in charge of security, and also he was part of the president cabinet of Calderon. President Calderon. Calderon was two presidents from AMLO, from now. It was AMLO, Peña Nieto, and then it was Calderon. Genaro Garcia Luna was arrested in Grapevine, Texas, and then he is being accused of corruption and trafficking and drug trafficking. Genaro Garcia Luna served in the term of Calderon, the ex-president of Mexico, as Jefe of Security and International Relations. And he is being charged in the United States on 4 counts. 4 charges, I'm sorry. 3 of them are of drug trafficking in relations with the narco. And 1 of them are for false declarations. And people start telling me, you're for Pan, you're for Bray. All these corrupt politicians, man, that they have stolen so much money from Mexico, that they have acted so corruptly in our country. I am glad and I'm happy that they are being stopped. I'm so glad and happy that they are being stopped. And number one thing is that the government of the United States, when they capture you, man, is a done deal. And you got 4 counts on you. Genaro Garcia Luna, he was arrested in Grapevine, Texas, accused of corruption and dealings with the narco. He served on the term of Calderon, the ex-president of Mexico, in his whole 6 years as chief of security and also international relations. He had to do a lot with the cabinet. He has 4 charges on him in the United States. 3 of them are for drug trafficking, and 1 of them are for false declarations. Good luck with that, Genaro. Good luck with that. Doesn't even matter how much you talk. Doesn't even matter how much you spit. It doesn't even matter how much information you are going to get, you're going to give to the United States government. You are going to serve time. Just FYI for you. The United States government doesn't play around. Does not play around. And your arrest has already been known in the whole country of Mexico, as you are being arrested right now on 4 counts, 3 of them of drug trafficking and 1 of them of false declarations. Oh my God. That is enough for Genaro. Good evening to everybody. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and America's Voice. We will be live after 5 o'clock, after a little bit after 5 o'clock, between 5 and 6 o'clock in the evening. Right now, we have a premiere at YouTube for the Spanish feed. Follow my my channel, my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel as Oscar Blue. Thank you so much for everybody that is watching. God bless you all. People that want to contribute and support my my work. There's my PayPal on the bottom. Thank you so much. God bless you. Stay safe, everybody. Don't stress a lot about the impeachment, and keep the positive thing. Keep God in your house, and let's push forward. Let's push forward every day. God bless you all. We will talk later on this afternoon, 5 p.m. West Coast time. Yes, after 5 p.m. West Coast time, I will put a post. I will be live around 45 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. Thank you so much for everybody. Thank you so much for everything. And God bless you all. Follow my partner, Conservative Anthony, as he's running for Congress in District 16 of El Paso. He's trying to do his best. God bless everybody. Stay safe. And always remember, peace and love, everyone. Because always, your country is first.